After completing the garage assembly, the next big step was preparing for the concrete work. Since the concrete pouring was scheduled shortly after the garage assembly, I had to quickly decide where exactly to place the car lift inside the garage. To visualize this, I created a simple mock-up layout, as you can see here. Not long after that, the contractor already started installing the rebar in preparation for the concrete. At the same time, multiple tasks were happening in parallel. The electrician had already started working, while others were filling up the soil behind the walls and cleaning up the remaining green waste. At this point, there were around 6 people working on site at the same time. The schedule was quite tight, especially because the lift installation needed to be planned about 4 weeks in advance. Due to weather conditions, some garage assembly work had been delayed, which also affected the electrician's progress. But thanks to everyone's effort, the overall schedule was still maintained. After the wall backfilling was completed, the soil level was intentionally kept about 10 centimeters below the top of the wall. This helps prevent soil or debris from flowing over during heavy rain. Then it was finally time to pour the concrete inside the garage. 2 specialized trucks were used, one to supply the concrete and another to pump it into the garage. The supply truck had to make several trips, but luckily the concrete plant was located nearby. Inside the garage, workers carefully spread and leveled the concrete, making sure it reached all corners evenly. Timing was perfect, with sunny weather and no rain during this critical phase. While the concrete was curing, work began on the stone retaining wall. An excavator was used to place large rocks into position. This process took about 2 to 3 days with 2 people. Here you can see the final result. This side of the land was designed to feel more natural, so the rock wall fits in nicely with the surroundings. Next, asphalt was laid on the remaining areas. I chose asphalt because it's cost-effective, flexible to install, and visually creates a nice contrast with the rest of the space. Around 10 people worked on the asphalt, so it was completed in just 3 hours. One important detail was the entry angle towards the garage. I didn't want it to be too steep, especially for low cars, so I limited the maximum slope to about 6 degrees. This was carefully measured in advance before laying the asphalt. The surface was prepared with stones, leveled properly, and designed to ensure that rainwater flows naturally toward the street. This prevents water from pooling both on the property and on the road. Here you can also see how the inside of the garage looks right after completion. The concrete finish turned out clean and smooth. Shortly after, the car lift got installed. This was completed within a single day. Here is the final result with the lift installed. It's positioned on the right-hand side of the garage, with a slight offset toward the center. This leaves enough space to comfortably walk around it. The lift requires a 200-volt power connection, which is a bit special in Japan, along with a compressor for compressed air. Lighting was also installed on the ceiling to ensure good visibility when working inside. And here's one final shot of the entrance on a beautiful sunny day. That's it for this video. In the next one, I'll show the final garage setup after some time of use, as well as how I connected the water system using rainwater,